Ladies and gentlemen, big news is happening. We got a brand new community crunch, and finally we have our top 10 new creatures. One of them that will be picked for the Lost Worlds competition. So we're going to go through them and take a look, and we're going to quickly go through the community crunch because obviously there's some information there. But this video is going to be, we're going to be looking at the creatures voting for the Lost Worlds. So let's take a look. Alright, hello, my name is Fizz. Welcome to the channel. If you don't know, I do Ark Survival content and a bunch of other things. And today we're going to be going over one of the new community crunch. That's their kind of newsly thing they do every Friday. And, well, Saturday, technically, because this came out yesterday. And, well, this is, well, technically, anyways, you know what I mean. So, what do we have here? Top 10 Lost Creature giveaways and more. So, the top 10 Lost Island creature voting has started. So, you have it from until July 30th. That's such a weird thing. 0000 UTC. That's a weird thing to say. Anyways, you have until the 30th to vote. That means you got the end of the month. What are we at right now? We're at the 24th. So you got a couple days. Got a couple days to vote. And make sure, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'll say this previously, make sure you're voting for what you want, not what other content creators want. Okay? Make sure what you want. Obviously, I did put my panda bear thing. It didn't get up into the top 10, but that's okay. This was my creation, and I wanted to share it with me and Rage did. And we might make this into a panda mod, because to be honest, it's a really good concept. And you know, I'm not butthurt or anything. I'm just, you know, I'm excited. We can make this into our own mod. So, but make sure you guys are voting for what you want, not what big content creators want, because I know a lot of them are going to be like, vote for this, blah blah blah. No, vote for what you want, and don't vote for something that's already in the game. Okay, if you vote for something that's in the game, it's going to be half-assed and put into the game really cheaply, so just be aware of that. Anyways, Summer Bash giveaways. I didn't actually even participate too much into this. I figured, since I already got the Genesis one, I figured I'll let some other content creators get some of this. I probably should have asked for this, but to be honest, I rather spread the love in the community. But here you go. There's some people that won this giveaway. Congratulations on their page. Pretty cool. Ticket submission, blah blah blah. And then we have a bunch of cool artwork things. We're only gonna look at the artwork. I mean, that looks amazing. That could be a tattoo, in my opinion. That's amazing. That's cute. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's adorably disgusting. It's an acro. I love it. Scorch acro, my favorite. This is amazing. This one I love the most. This is the portrayal of the female on the Giga. It's absolutely creatable. Now this is really cool. Now I'm pretty sure this is an Unreal rendering shot. It's definitely not in game. I don't know why they keep doing in games, because it's not. That's also not in game. That's in game. That's in game. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. So let's get to the main part of what we were wanting here. Is not that, but is this. So you have your top 10 creatures. I'm not going to pretend I know how to pronounce any of them, but I am just going to go through them real quickly so that way you guys know. And I'll be leaving this link in the description down below for you all, so that way you can choose which one is based around what you want. For me personally, there's a lot of dinosaurs in here, but I'm probably going to be voting for the bison, because I think that would be a really cool addition. And to be honest, we just need more mammals. It's going to be that or the big ape thing, which I forgot what it was already. All right, so let's go over it. So this is flying squirrel kind of dealio thing. Now this one has a lot of controversy, because this was a big YouTuber and streamer. It was a Spanish streamer that was telling his people to post and make this. And to be honest, this is probably the least creature that should be picked, because I know it's cute and adorable, but it's something we already have in game. And like I said previously, we don't want stuff in game. So that's just my own opinion, but you can read up on it. It's going to be like a backpack shoulder mount glider. Where is it? There we go. There, you know, and it be able to I don't know. To be honest, I think it was something to do with like weight reduction and stuff. Yeah, offers more weight on survivor. Yeah, I mean, you could already do that ionized, so you don't really need that either. But you know, it's cool. It's a cool creature. It is a real creature, by the way. This was discovered, I think, a couple years ago. And it was a thing that people really wanted to put this into the game, and I think that's why it's such a big outroar and people want to, you know, vote for this. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, vote for what you want, not what other people want. Okay. Next is the big bamboo. This thing is actually really cool. So this thing can obviously climb. It can also latch on to people, like in the picture. Obviously, I've read about a lot about this. There's a lot of cool things, and also it can be set up as a turret or use tools like the mantis. So this would be like another creature that can use like guns and maybe some other things. But to be honest, I feel like I don't know if it would fit the environment, right? So this was a real creature-ish. And that's not what I wanted, but it's a very interesting kind of creature, and I think it would fit. So I like this. I think it's cool. It is also a mammal, so it's not a dinosaur, so I think this would work pretty well. So pretty cool submission. Next we have is this bad boy. Now this is how would you say, it's kind of like a Carnotaur. I mean, it is tameable, it's rideable, and I don't remember what it's honestly. It's to be honest, it's like its main abilities. I mean, we could take a look at what some people are not that. Let's take a quicker look and see what people want it to be. Yeah, it's all in Spanish. I literally can't read it. Wow. That's a completely different creature. What is this? Anyways, it's a cool like new hybrid between a carnivore and this. So I mean, I don't know, it's okay, it's all right. All right, next is this creature. Now this one is pretty incredible. Now if you've ever seen documentaries and stuff, you probably have seen this guy pops up quite a bit in a lot of different documentaries, and the way that they're gonna have this is pretty cool. For one, there was a lot of concept art for this, and this is kind of like medieval-ish armor for it, and it kind of looks like it's a wingsuit kind of dealio, but it's like kind of guarding it. It's kind of interesting. They have a bunch of, it's like how would I explain it? It's like a saber tooth that has bears steroids in it, you know, because it's got that humongous neck. It has a huge biting capability. That's kind of like its kind of main thing is its jaw, its claws and stuff, and you know, it's pretty interesting and neat. What its kind of purpose in game, I'm not terribly sure. I mean, let's see what they want it to be. Vampire support, able to link its health and allied creatures and heal them in exchange for % of their own health. That's not a bad idea, though. This doesn't look like a vampire creature, to be honest. I mean, if you do vampire creature, it would be like a bat. Let's be honest. Paralyzed, able to stun enemy creatures and players with a poison up for. I don't think this creature had poison. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think that works. Most popular suggested bloodthirsty buff, sort of like Arthroplural buff, but when killing creatures. Interesting. I don't know. Like I said, you can read up on a lot of these creatures and stuff, but you know, in the end of the day, it's up to what you want. We're just gonna quickly go over the creatures and stuff, but it's not a bad creature. It really isn't. So, I mean, you could definitely take a look at it. Now, this one I think is a waste. This is just my honest opinion. For one, the oceans on Lost World is going to be absolutely barren, okay? And this is going, if they ever did something like this, they would just import the thing from Atlas. Let's be honest. They have 4 whales in Atlas. They pretty much look like this. One of them does. And they would just import it there and call it good. And we already knew that. We already know that. And I mean, I don't like, okay, let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Water is a lost cause in this game. I whatever you think, whatever you want, whatever I want, doesn't matter. Wildcard doesn't give a shit about water. This is never gonna even happen. Even if this ever did win, it would be really shit. Okay, this is just, obviously it's a water creature, right? But like, it's just not, whatever it does, it doesn't matter because it's water, right? Water is like only a 10% gameplay of Ark Survival, which is really sad because most of it is in air and land, right? So this is kind of like pointless, but it is cool. I give it that. I have no idea how it got into the top 10, but you know, it'd be interesting to see, I guess, if we added a whale to the game, even though we have 2, well, technically 1, but you know what I mean. So pretty interesting. Let's see what it actually does. Let's go to the creatures info. Okay, so there there's a bunch of just ideas, but there's no like actual actual picking of like what it would do. So I guess we could just assume that it's gonna be a big fucking whale that's gonna swim around the ocean and just fucking kill everything. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, look at the size of those teeth. My god. God damn. Could vie with more creatures. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of, there's not really like any gameplay designs of what it does. So, I mean, up to 3 minutes. It's just some scientific stuff, which we already know about. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, you know, if it gets picked. I mean, I don't know, whatever it could be. I mean, it could just be a oil farm, but you already have the other ones, the other whales. So, I don't know. Pretty interesting. We'll have to wait and see. Now, this is good. Now, this is a bison. Now, the bison, let me just explain real quick what this version is, right? You can tame the males and females. You can't mount the males or they'll throw you off. And the females, you would milk the females for their milk, and you feed it to babies to grow them up. This is actually kind of cool because this is something that we were coming up with the panda bear, where you have to milk the female to tame the babies and stuff. And I think this one could be turned into quite a bit. It can turn into a lot of things. Number one, obviously, it's a yak. It's a bison. It's freaking hefty. It's mean and it's nasty. And it'd be really cool that you could add like a cart system to it. Like, there's so many things you could actually do with this. And it's a herbivore, right? So if they wanted to, they could really play with the design and take the aspects from Atlas, right? In Atlas, we have the what is it called? That bull thing and the cart, and they could just bring that kind of whole mechanic into it and just reskin it to look like this bison, and that'd be really cool. And allowing this to be like a mammal that can gain up to speed and also, like, you know, have a lot of carry weight. And the other thing is you could do is, like, this drops a certain new meat, and this meat is really good for customized recipes, or like, I don't know, maybe just like a new steak or something that gives you like cold resistance and something else. That'd be really cool. You know, the possibilities are endless with this kind of creature, and I'm kind of excited. This is the one I'm gonna be voting for, and I like I said, I like to see more mammals. I know dinosaurs are like kind of the main thing in Ark, but like, let's be honest, most dinosaurs are kind of just useless. It's all the mammals that are really the good things in Ark. Just think about that. Most of the dinosaurs are just there to eat shit. The mammals are the workhorses. I mean, you got the Dodics, right? Those are really good. The mammoths, really good. You know, that's just two examples. But it'd be cool to see the horses. I mean, horses are really good. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, Procoptodons are amazing. So it'd be cool to see another mammal. I vote for this one. This one's really cool. But like I said, link in the description if you want to take a look at the details on this, because there's a big, huge discussion of different things and stuff. But I think this would be a really cool one. All right, so this one is actually, I think, one of the cooler dinos, because this is an improved fishing rod. So when you fish from this is an actual fishing rod, and it improves the loot quality, and then changes the loot quality, and then changes the loot table. Now, if you don't know, in Ark Survival Evolved, in all the maps, there's one basic fish table. Okay, and how I know this? Because my latest season that I'm playing right now, I changed my fishing loot table to be custom on all different maps, and it's kind of incredible. It's such a simple thing they could have done to improve the gameplay of fishing, but they just don't really want to. Anyways, what this does, it allows you to fish off of its neck and be able to fish high quantities of fish, right? Obviously, the better the creature level is and the stats you put into it, that's something like a lot of people were saying, like, make it like a fish stat, like fishing stat, that you can put into it. The higher it is, the better the loot table would be. And it's kind of cool. It's definitely pretty cool. Let me show you guys some of the suggestions that people did on it. So there's a whole video system right there, and this is a real creature, by the way. This is a real creature, which is kind of crazy. And there's a documentary and stuff, and it kind of looks like a, you know, like a Plessy, right? But it's not. It's a land-based thing, and there's a bunch of other cool suggestions that are reading a couple pages, not yet, down here. There's a couple cool ideas. But the main gist of this is that it is a fishing creature, which is really cool, and it definitely would improve the gameplay of Ark. I definitely think this would be a cool thing. So this dinosaur, I'd say, is definitely one of the main ticket good ones in this list. All right, here we have another shoulder pet creature. I really hate these shoulder pets. They're so useless. I mean, like, granted, right? They're cute, cuddly, but they're not useful, not at all. This one, however, is pretty interesting. So it can allow you to improve the loot quality of beacons and get some high quality stuff. It has some sort of like sickle thing. I was trying to read up on it, but there's just more of ideas. But this is kind of like what the creature actually looks like. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. Kind of looks like a Confu, to be honest. It ate bugs back in the day and stuff. And yeah, there's people just wonder because it's a shoulder pet. And, you know, while you carry it around, finds a single item from a supply drop pool. Yeah, pretty cool, interesting. I don't know. It's just neat, right? Like, let's be honest, you know, you go through shoulder pets so quickly in Ark, it's kind of just, in my opinion, just minute to even add any more shoulder pets, right? I mean, granted, we got the Noggin, that's brand new. It's cool to an extent, but you can't breed it, you can't clone it. It's kind of useless towards only being able to control other people in PvP and stuff. And obviously that's really useful and stuff, and it's really fun, but at the end of the day, it doesn't have any other usefulness for it. So I don't know, but there you go. It's got a lot of people are saying that you can use it as a glider suit as well and stuff. And obviously we already have something like this. There's some other real world concept art stuff, and it's actually pretty cool, you know, but it's really tiny, right? Like, I mean, that's the size of it on a human. That's a human. So if they wanted to make it accurate, they would have to make it pretty tiny, but you know, they'd have to make it a little bit bigger. And you know, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, nearby loot crates, supply drops, artifacts makes it sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It's just a niche thing that, to be honest, we don't really need. So I don't know. That's my opinion, though. Remember, my opinion, not yours. All right, so here we are into a big boy, Suchomonas. So I know a lot of people love this dinosaur and love the ability. So this is going to be a kind of a new hybrid baryonyx and Spino, where it can be on land and in water, and it's kind of like how would you say, just a smaller version of a Spinosaurus, basically. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting, to say the least. And a lot of these model renderings from other people are kind of incredible. Let's just be honest. Let me just turn that on real quick. There we go. Much better. But yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's got a bunch of cool little abilities, being able to go really quickly in the water and then through land and stuff. It also has the Hydro buff as well. And let's see. Yeah, that's a really weird rendering stuff. There's a lot of cool different ideas too. This is probably the best dossier that someone made. It's really cool. I really enjoy that. And it's obviously a really good fisherman too. I wonder if they could also add like a fishing loot table thing too. Yeah, however, Sutro should be systemized collecting prime fish meat, leech blood, and other high water resources. Better catching at fish than being mobile in the water and land. Yeah, so there you go. So I know a lot of people like this creature, so it'd be cool to see it in game, but you know, you gotta vote. You gotta vote for if you want it. All right, and lastly, we got this creature. So this creature is actually incredible. I really want to see the dossier real quick, because this dossier is actually truly. I can't even read it. It's not rendering well. We'll go to the main page itself. This dossier kind of explains a lot that what this creature could really be, and it's a full-on killer. It's an absolute killer, and its kind of main objective is basically just destroying creatures in an army, right? So it's kind of a bloodthirsty, faster. It's a faster Rex. It's smaller than a Rex. It's faster than a Carno, and it's just better at both of those. It's kind of like a hybrid of those kind of creatures, and it's really cool and interesting. Obviously, there's a lot of different discussions, and I know this one is a popular creature as well. So yeah, there's a lot of cool different ideas that people could do. So this is another cool, definitely cool creature. And there's your little size comparison to the human and stuff. Now, obviously, in Ark standards, Ark's not technically Not really good at their accuracy for IRL, but that's okay. It's a fantasy game. It doesn't really need to. It just, they need to at least make it look a little bit like the creature, so that way people understand it. Carcharodontosaurus. Carcharodontosaurus. That's apparently that's how you say it. I actually don't know how you say it. But yeah, this was pretty cool. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be casting my vote, and we're gonna see which ones are winning. Are you guys ready? So this is how you vote. On the top, you click on what you want and submit vote, and you only get to vote once per account. And there we have it. So as you can tell, it looks like we have a lot of people voting for this one and a lot of people voting for this one. So let's see, which one is this one? This is the second one. So this is the Bam. Yep. Okay. I approve. I really like this one. I think that would be really cool. And then this one, the last one that we just went over, which also is pretty cool. So I told these two are pretty good high favorites. And yeah, is that the whale? No, that's the whale. Yeah, it's a whale. So as you can tell, so far not many votes are going in, but we have a long way to go. These just started literally last night. So like again, vote for what you guys want. Don't vote for what content creators say. I'm voting for the bison because I think the bison or the ape would be really cool. So yeah. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I wanted to make for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. And please, make sure you go take a look. Also, I'll link this page as well. This page of all the other ones that were submitted that didn't get into top 10. Wait a minute. That's not even in the top 10. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, really? How did this stupid thing get in the top 10? What the hell? Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Let's hopefully one of these beautiful creatures makes it in that you guys like. And yeah, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Take care, have a good one. We'll be back with some more news whenever there is.